What's going on YouTube? My name is Declan. This is my dad Jason. We have purchased an old 1973 Porsche 911T about mid last year. I think it was June we were saying. Second one. First one's already in the warehouse. Second one's the next one up. And we've been doing little bits on it ever since, but we're going to be restoring it on this series here on the channel. And we've recently purchased this old Porsche 912 as a parts car to keep restoring it. Anything to add? Yeah, so I think this car predominantly we're going to use the interior for templates. It's all pretty stuffed, but the interior we'll use for templates. We're going to use the front end, so we'll be rebuilding the front end using the parts from this car. It is a 912, so that it's a short wheelbase. The back end we won't be able to use too much of. So we'll use that, restore it all, whack it onto this car. At this point in time, what we've been doing to date, really, Dex has been doing a lot of the cleaning up of the surface rust and priming so that so it doesn't continue to rust further. You'll see a lot of that grey, and the grey really is the primer that Dex has been doing. I've been really looking more at the structural side. So initially we thought it was going to be pretty good at the front end, but the more we looked at it, the more we realised there's actually a lot of rust hidden underneath panels. There's been work done on this that has not been done well. The guy who we bought it from. So where did we get this car from? We bought this car from Germany. So with a mate of ours, Peter Wilkinson, here in on the Gold Coast. So two cars came. It was from a company called Early 911S. Unfortunately, so Peter's car came and it's, you know, as sold, as promised. Pretty good nick, little bits of minor rust here and there. This car was meant to be the same, but it's not. So a high level overview. A lot of rust still in the front end, and quite bad rust. So that underneath this, the sort of well, I don't know what you call that bit. We'll get to that. Is all rusty under there, leading into the front of the floor pan. That's all really rusty, so we're replacing that whole under fuel tank section. This front end was actually rusty and bent and so on as well. The left hand rear quarter has basically just been put over the top of rusty panels that were already there. That's got to come off again, and we're taking off the floor pan because we're just not sure whether it's been put on properly. So we're going to take the floor pan off, take all this front under section off, replace all that. But in the first instance, we're going to do this. We're going to make this sound. So we've just been doing that, sort of getting it set up, getting it right. This is not welded in, it's all loose still. So we're getting the measurements right, cross-checking, putting the hood down, checking it. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, and exciting stuff. Yeah, sick. So to help us with the 911, we've ordered some parts from Heritage Parts in the UK. They do have an Australian website, so we ordered them from the Australian website, but they all come from the UK. So we've got fuel tank lateral support, left hand and right hand. So let's have a look at what they look like. This will be good, nice new clean looking parts. So that's this bit here, and that goes down here, goes along here, goes underneath the fuel tank. So that's one. Lateral support, we've got one each side, so there's the other one. We've already taken it out of its box. And then we've got okay, try not to damage anything. We've also got a bunch of little parts. So there's a little corner piece that goes on here. There's a doubler that goes over the top of this for extra support, attaching the bumper bar to that. So there's a bunch of little panels and stuff that we've got that go with it. But that's the new gear for today. Cool. Doing some prep. Going to cut the front off. So got to weld in a little bit of a bracing piece there, and we'll get into the measurement and see what we can do. we've got the levels pretty much right on it. Just gonna give it a tack. So at the moment we're just taking some of the front wiring out of the headlight buckets and taking some photos so that we can reassemble it later on. I'm also just taking out this horn from the left side here, which is in surprisingly good condition. We'll get a better look at it when we take it out, but it looks like a newer addition to the car. Never mind. When I cut it, I'm going to cut it up here so there's plenty of room to, yeah. Okay. I need a flipping spanner. Sorry, that's mine. Got it. Okay, good. What should I pull it off? The horns or pull it off here? Give me the spanner. It means that I'll undo it.
No, this pipe. Oh. Should I pull it off here or the horns? Okay, this should come straight up.
I'm not sure that we want to use them anyway.
Why would we not want these?
I have a feeling they'll be those, you know, kind of. I could be wrong, but.
Alright, well, we'll tag these up, chuck them in a box for later. So we're continuing to take apart the front part of this car and labeling up the wires so we don't forget everything. And I'm just taking this off. So it was on the front left hand side here, connected to the horn. And if anyone knows what that is, we're not too sure. So if you know, drop it in the comments. All right, Wilkes is pulled up to the warehouse. Wilkes, how you doing?
Hey guys, how you going?
What have you brought for us?
Well, I brought this wonderful 911 whaletail, purchased in Ipswich, otherwise known as Dipswich apparently. And yeah, it's a nice supple black rubber with the important apparently logos.
There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see that. Yep, that's the real deal.
What's the bit? That's Nürburgring sticker. What do you reckon?
That's good then. Or it just could be some damage to the...
Could be damage.
So what are you going to do with this, Wilkes?
Well, what are we doing with these?
The theme of...
Because this is not the only one.
No, this is not the only one. The theme of said channel is the whaletails. We've got 2, 3, 4... We've got a ducktail, your ducktail.
Got the ducktail. Off the parts car.
We do them colour specific, age specific, time, you know.
We're going to put them on a wall somewhere.
Yes, up on the wall above.
Put them on the wall.
Above the faux brick.
Yes. So we're going to have to correctly place the flag.
Yes. The flag, exactly.
And then also put the whale tails up there. Okay. Yeah.
And I was thinking we could get one of those brilliant tacky outline 911 luminescent light things. You can get them about this big. I've seen like the outline.
That does sound tacky.
Yeah. Is that
Sounds
us?
sick. Probably up our street.
Exactly. That's what I mean. And
So the rest of them are upstairs. You got one here.
that one I think needs to be mounted on an actual deck lid. I think it's actually just the tail bit.
That's the duck.
Not the tail. The duck.
No, it's the whale. It's not the duck, it's the whale.
It's the whale.
It's the whale.
It's the whale, not the tail.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
It needs the tail. Okay.
So those three, and so we've got one, two,
Yeah, there is
one
there is another one upstairs.
upstairs, and then we've got the duck. So we've got four. Yeah.
Plenty.
Five if we put one of ours.
Well, that's great.
On that note, yep.
It's
The continuing theme of the WT Welltails YouTube Phantasmo.
right.
You know?
Is this the end of our first video, you reckon?
it could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And further to that, you need a farewell call. You need like a
Or an opening.
and an opening, as in, you know,
An outro.
an outro, don't you?
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis, see on the flip side, bearing out, well tailing around, something like that, isn't it?
Just make some whale
Tails.
noises or something.
Tails up, tails down.
What is it? What noise is a whale make?
I don't know.
That might be going a little bit too far.
Too far?
Yeah.
Something along the tails line.
Yeah.
Heads up, tails. We could flick a coin at the end.
Oh.
Tails. Whale tails. Boo!
That's
You see
actually a
something
good
like that?
idea.
See?
I like that.
Onto
Something like that.
something there.
Yeah.
Is it heads or tails? Flick.
Exactly. Boom.
And
See you
then
next.
Oh my goodness, it zooms into the coin
Yeah.
slow mowing.
Yeah.
and then it's like the head of the queen and then it like animates and she's in a Porsche.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how we're going to do that.
it sounds a bit
It sounds
easy,
very
right?
difficult.
Sounds very good.
So it could
deck one.
it could be dodgy too, but it won't be.
Deck one or deck lid as we can tend to call them. You can keep that one.
Deck
Keep that
lid.
one. Deck lid.
I've never once been called deck lid.
Deck lid.
Deck lid.
Wow.
Wow.
See that?
We'll
Get
put that in when I show up.
Deck
We'll
lid.
put that in as the like the nickname.
Yeah, deck lid. Yeah.
Yeah.
See? You know, that's what we do. That's
All right,
what
buddy.
we do.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. Over and out.
Heads and tails.
Over and out. Like, comment, subscribe. To the next video.